Mama, don't cry. Please, Mama, don't cry. Thank God you gave me the chance to love. See, Mama, I'm trying to write this song for you. Before I say much thank you, there's no woman above you for feeding me your soul food. Now I'm vigilant and wise. Before I had no damn clue. Your prayers made me who I am today. You've been gone for 11 years and still feels like yesterday. I'm facing the world on my own now. In bad times I meditate, go underwater and ignore the pain. You pray for my dreams to become true, and your love is incredible. I still feel it, even though you're gone. That's one of the reasons I wrote this song.
Sanibona khona lapha emakhaya. You still tuning in with Obee Pictures khona la ku The Talk with Obee. You classy favorite postcards and namhlanje ngihambe ngiyothatha. But before we introduce the show, before we even go anywhere, siditshela umunye ukuthi ngapho ka the best show in the world and if you gotta subscribe, please subscribe. Please tune in every Friday as you know we're dropping an episode. Please subscribe for more videos, for more content and thank you for supporting, thank you for support. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button for more and more and more content. Stay tuned into your cast because I'm having you as usual. I'll bring you one of the young exciting young people from Popo Legacy. I'm trying to bring you Miss Heritage Club South Africa semi-finalist Miriam Bila from the streets of Audiomack. Corner like just around the corner. If you know her, you know her. But today we're going to unpack everything about her. I'm she's not just more than the pretty face, just more than she's an entrepreneur, she's a model, she's a God-fearing woman. Let's just welcome her to the show. Welcome her to the show. And welcome her to the show. Thank you so much for coming here today.
Thank you. How are you? I'm well, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Ooh, mwah! I'm expecting. Oh, I'm good. Why would you love to introduce yourself as a God-fearing woman?
Because that's who I am. Before anything else, that's who I am.
Yeah. For someone who doesn't know you, for someone who sees you walking by the streets, for someone who sees you by buying a market people calling, which is having your handbag, for someone who just sees you from a distance, so someone who maybe had a conversation with you but doesn't know who you are. How would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Miriam Bila. I am 23 years old, turning 24 soon. I'm from Ivory Park. I was born in Tembisa. And I am a student at UNISA, University of South Africa. I am an entrepreneur in the fragrance industry. I am a model, fashion model, and a pageant model. And yeah, I think that's just about it. And I am a woman of faith, God-fearing. Listen, I'm a Christian. So yes.
What kind of role does Christianity play in your life?
It has played a huge role in my life, from me knowing my identity. I feel like I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't because of God himself, but yeah, I think it has played a lot, especially with me knowing who I am, my identity, my true identity. Yeah.
Personally, I think a lot of things that is wrong with today's generation is because they don't have a sense of belonging. They don't side with tradition, they also don't side with religion. What would be your advice to young people who says, I wanna know who God is, but I don't know where to start, or maybe I wanna self-evaluate, I wanna have something to believe in, I wanna have a corner, like my corner of faith, or what would be your advice to someone who says, okay, now I wanna find myself through something, to a higher power. Yeah.
Well, first of all, I believe that I think there is no way that you do not believe in something. There's always something that is greater than us, that is above us. And for me, I think that is God. That is like the person that he is above us. He's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. So if a person wants to have a relationship, firstly, I would advise them to go to church so that you can fellowship. That's how you're gonna get to learn more about Christianity or about God himself. and also have Christianity is personal, salvation is personal. So you need to have a personal relationship with God. Meaning that in the morning speak to God. There is no, I believe there is no map on how you're supposed to talk to God. So in the morning talk to God, before you sleep talk to God. And another way on how you can know God is through the Bible. So yes, that would be my advice.
Just take that book as a paging up, you know. You don't have to be specific jump to Matthew or Mark. You just have to just go through the pages and Well, we're here today to talk about you and your journey into modeling, into the pageantry, right?
Yes.
Wow. At first, I thought modeling and doing pageantry was specific for certain specific type of people, and then now I see how it has grown in the country, and obviously we have people like you who say, I want to jump into that space. But first, I want to understand, how did your career start about into modeling and into pageantry?
Okay.
Yeah, I think she can take us a little bit inside, you know. We want to know that child, man. Yeah,
who were you actually before you even started?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, before I started modeling, I think I was just an ordinary girl. Growing up, I used to be so shy, very shy. You know, I didn't have the confidence that I believe I have right now. So, you know, people would see me and look at my BT and be like, and my body as well, and be like, modeling would suit you, you would do well in this modeling thing. But because of my confidence, because of my self-esteem, my low self-esteem, I kept on saying no. You know, but I would look, you know, on television, I would look at people doing modeling and all of that. But I think I was scared to do it because I felt that I wasn't good enough and all of that. Until 2018, where I was like, you know what, I'm doing this, let me just take a step and then I'll see what happens. And then that's when I did my first pageant.
So in 2018 you took your leap of faith?
Yes, I did. I did.
You know, most of the time we know that we can do this, or we know we've got the ability to do this. We just need that little push, that little confidence, or that little someone who's gonna like say, hey, you can do this. Who was there for you to guide you through, you know, the puzzle, to say, okay, we've now taken a chance or a step to actually try this, but this is how you can actually build yourself and grow?
Well, the reason I continued with, because on my first pageant I didn't win, you know. So, you know, when you didn't win, it's like, is this even for me? You know, but I remember when my coach sent me a text after the pageant, and, you know, she told me how beautiful I am and how well I did on that stage. Besides me not winning, you know, I think I also enjoyed being on that stage. And besides her, my coach is Tandeka. That's the person who built me to become the model that I am. And another person, it was my friend, you know, my best friend. She's the one who was there supporting me from the beginning, you know. Not only her, but other people as well. How people, I think what made me continue, it was, you know, when people congratulate you, even when you feel like you did not do your best. You know, so I think,
You know, it's always nice to do something and have even one person who will come and say, you've done your best, and you know, just keep on doing. Someone's going to assure us our confidence, you know, and stuff. So, with your first pageant not winning, obviously you continued, and what was the feeling when you first won something? You know, when you first win something, you know, like for me, like that's like, you know, a moment of saying, okay, I've now have the, you know, the courage of doing this. I'm now in the right spaces. How was the feeling for you? How would you describe it to me?
Yeah, winning is great. I think having a triumph in your life is the greatest. So the first title that I won was Miss Personality, right? I think it came to myself. Yeah, you know, having to be that girl who has a low self-esteem, who's shy, who doesn't have confidence, and then winning for Miss Personality. That was big for me. I was like, I've got this.
I can see the personality right now.
Yes.
So, what excites you more about the pageant industry or the modeling industry, just to be precise?
I think when you are in the modeling industry, you get to inspire others. You get the opportunity to, you know, be in the community and inspire other people, inspire another girl or another boy child to say, you can also do it. I think, yeah.
Who inspires you within this industry?
Ooh, I don't have one person that inspires me. There's a lot of people that inspires me, like Zozimbini, now is Ndavi. I think it depends on where I'm looking, but there's a lot of people that inspire me in this industry. Yes.
Wow. So, you know, most young players, they will say, I'm inspired by Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi, you know, and then when they grow older, you find that they don't even follow football anymore. Before you started doing modeling and pageantry, what career choice did you want to be part of? Or which career field did you want to be part of?
I always wanted to be a psychologist.
Oh, okay.
That's my dream job. Yes.
Wow. So, currently you are the semi-finalist for Miss Riches of Africa. Tell us more about the pageant. What does it represent and how did you come to know about it? Because that's a fascinating story.
Yeah. So the pageant is all about celebrating the diversity cultures in South Africa. I think that's the main purpose. And then how I got to know about the pageant is because I follow the reigning queen, the current reigning queen of Miss Heritage, Uzabelo. So that's the person that inspired me. You know, when I saw her representing her culture, you know what, I was like, I want that. Yes.
You know, just makes you want to follow her, glue onto her, you know.
I think, you know, her confidence and how proud she is of where she comes from, how she wears her tradition, and it's like, you know, she makes it look fancy and all of that, you know. So I think, that's what inspires me. Her walk as well. Oh, that girl.
Yeah. So, why is it so important for us to you know, follow pageants like Miss Heritage that embraces our cultures, and why is so important for young people like ourselves today to you know, look back and embrace that culture element within us, especially as the African communities?
I think, you know, when I think of African, when I think about us being black, you know, I think I see cultures. There are cultures that I see, you know. So I think it is important for us, especially as young people, to celebrate our heritage, or rather our culture, because it helps us to know where we come from, you know, what our grandmothers did, what they wore, what they were eating, you know. So
Wow.
So it's like sort of traveling back in time, sort of.
Yes. We're just doing it in style this time.
I see.
Yes.
So, you know, even these days when we cook our traditional food, we'll mix it up with a bit of Western, you know, seafood, just to keep that new vava for me to eat. Yeah. So, when it comes to, you know, the requirements about the pageant, what are you required to do as a semi-finalist currently?
What I'm required to do is obviously community works. You also need to promote the pageant. You need to let people know which pageant you are in and what it is all about, you know.
Marketing it, yeah.
Yes, marketing it, yes. And another thing, we were also required to do sponsorship because our pageant will be giving back to the charity, so we are required to do a minimum amount of 2,000. So yes.
Oh, nice. I think when you speak about community engagements, it excites me because most people they just want to take and take and take and take and take and take. But if you speak about community engagements, then I'm like, now we're talking about something. Speaking of sponsorships, most corporate people are stingy, you know. Hey, I'm speaking to you. Give out to young people who needs that bursary, who needs that sponsorships. At the end of the day, you get to claim this back. Yourselves, come on, give it out, give it out, give it out. So, what do you love most about community work? And you know, like you said, you're required to do some community work. Just give us a basics of what did you have to do, you know, as part of your community work.
Yeah. So first of all, when I thought community, I thought about kids. I was like, I want to do something for kids because I just have so much love for kids. So I went to preschools. I did 2 preschools whereby I went and served them. You know, I went, played with them, taught them some of the things. And then also we went to this other informal settlement because their houses got burnt down by fire. So yes, that's what we did. So we just went there and we gave them clothes. I was in partnership with Miriam Obedience Foundation. So yes, that's
wow, that sounds so much exciting. You know, you're not only you know giving back to the community, but you also nurturing the young ones. You know, for sure, figure out how to pose, how to walk, how to hold the figure. You know.
What made you interested to wanna like be part of the Miss Heritage? Like besides I mean, there's a lot of pageants, but then why Miss Heritage? Why focusing on this heritage thing, and how did you stumble upon it?
I think for me, you know, because I've been in a lot of pageants, and like you are saying, it was one of the categories for you to wear your heritage clothes and whatnot. But when I saw Miss Heritage Global South Africa, I thought it's a different pageant.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that it focuses only on heritage,
exactly.
only on cultures. I thought it's something that's different. It's something that I haven't done. So I think what made me want to do it is because it's something that I haven't done. I was like, I want to do something different, something that will challenge me, because I don't know a lot about my culture, so it's helping me to learn more about my culture. So I think yes.
I think the most important thing was try to embrace, you know, these different backgrounds that we're coming from, the different cultural groups that we come from. After all, we have to do this. So you're talking, by the way.
Yes, I'm talking.
Wow, I'm sure if I can ask you what to tell people, where you'll be able to. Well. So much interesting about the other pageants that you went to, and only heard heritage as part of the category as well. This one, how has it enabled you to grow as a person, to grow as a giver? How has it enabled you to further touch your community? How has it enabled you to, move with same people to smile at this pageant? Yeah, one of the things that
I think one thing, this pageant is helping me to work on my character first of all. I think, because when they give us a task, they also give us a due date. And when there's a due date, the pressure is like, it's getting higher.
There's a deadline to it.
Yeah, so it's helping me to, have a plan that what is it that I'm going to do. If they say in community work, what you know, everyone is doing community work, so what is it that you can do different, you know, when giving back to the community? You know, how are you going to touch other people's life? You know, and you know, I think for me it wasn't doing it because of, you know, now I'm in a pageant, but I wanted to do it from the heart, to say that if I wasn't in the pageant, even if I did this, I would still, you know, be happy that I did this, you know. Yes, yes.
Wow. You mentioned that you also a businesswoman, an entrepreneur in the fragrance space.
Yes.
Wow. You could have chosen to buy makeup artist or designer mattresses, you know, or shoe brands, you know, store mastigate or pants in the stage, you know, why did you choose a fragrance department, and how did that business mindset come about?
So how we chose it, because I'm not alone in the business. I have a business partner. His name is Peter Apan, right? So how we came about it is that I think we saw a need in our communities, because he's from Spirit and I'm here in Ivory Park. We saw a need that, you know, affordability. You know, a lot of people want to smell nice, but because of affordability, you know, you cannot. Some of the fragrances that we sell, they are sold at Clicks, they are sold at Discount, but at higher prices. Like the price range is like from 1.5, and we like, let us bring it to Ekasi, you know, with an affordable price, because we obviously know what affordability means to us, you know. And I think there's just something about scent. If you don't smell good, then you don't feel good about yourself. So we like, yeah, that's what drew us to starting the business.
You know what I say, if you look good, you do good. If you feel good, you do good.
Yes.
Now if you smell good, woo, that's a bonus. Yeah.
Yes.
So how does then your business venture take on the issues of unemployment, you know, as a form of, you know, only empowering people in South Africa, but also empowering young people in South Africa?
So we are trying to close the gap of unemployment. There's young people, well, not only young people, and our elders that we've hired to work for us. They sell the perfumes for us and then we pay them. So yeah, I think we are trying to close the gap, you know, and in future we are hoping that we'll employ more people. Yes.
Wow, that's so much interesting, considering the fact that the country's economy is, and also as well the youth unemployment is, and it's interesting to see young people not folding their hands, but it's the government that sends it 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Of which is a problem with so many young people within the country. So, speaking of young people in the country, this one in particular went to board a plane, fly outside the country, and went to a certain country in Africa. Wow, wow. What were you doing in Djibouti?
In Djibouti we went to attend a fashion exhibition. Yes, that's what I was doing. I went there as a model.
Weren't you afraid of the flights and, you know, going to like a foreign country that you've never been into before?
It was scary at first because I was in disbelief. I'm like, is this really happening to me?
Yeah.
You know, I was scared, but I wanted to do it as well. I did it afraid. You know, I was like, let me explore. Let me go out of my comfort zone and see what other people in the world are doing. Yes.
Oh, is that a name of a country?
Yeah, Djibouti.
Wow. In fact, yes, it's strange because I'm from Africa. Like, I'm in Africa as we speak, but
yeah,
I never had such a name.
There's so many countries that we don't even know of. For the first time I heard about Cape Verde.
So, me I know Cape Verde.
Yeah.
So, but what's the neighboring country?
to Djibouti?
It was Ethiopia.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's why. Yeah. Because me, I know most the southern ones. Zimbabwe, Namibia, Zambia, Congo. Ghana, all those. But Djibouti.
There's 52 countries.
I think I have to study my continent. Yeah, it's bad. Yes.
My next flight is to Tanzania.
Ne.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was it, Valley? I think even the food is different.
It is. Everything is different. Even the atmosphere as well. That side it's very hot, like way too hot. I remember in their taps they don't have hot water. That's how hot it is. Yeah. So even when you bath, you bath with cold water, but it doesn't feel like cold water. So
It's a bit warm.
yeah, it is warm. Like it's very hot. And to our surprise, it was winter on their side.
Yeah,
But even when I came back, like I was black because like it's hot. Yeah. Yes.
You have to. Do you explore
our continent. Yeah. I think we should.
So, what have you learned on the journey?
I think I got to learn more about the cultures of others because that's what we're celebrating as well. The cultures in Africa. Getting to know other people, getting to see how other people do things, and also seeing their skin. There were a lot of people who had like a very dark skin and they looked so beautiful, and also getting to know how people do things in their countries. Yes.
Hence they said, so we really need to travel, we really need to see people, we really need to see things, and have you maybe come back with a book of recipes as to how to cook this thing differently,
No. No, not on food, no.
No, not on food.
No.
What do you want to achieve through this period as well, but to come to the competition?
Okay. I think in this pageant, firstly, I want to know more about my culture, like all the background in my culture, just learn more about it, and also not only my culture, but other people's cultures as well in South Africa. So yes.
I think it would be nice to understand the Zulu culture, the Pedi culture, in some other cultures as well, because then there won't be that level of disrespect. Mohlangana nomuntu umZulu reacted this certain way or behave a certain way, able to understand it, okay, just because of 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but I think also the funny fact is that the Zulu culture actually comes out of the Tsonga culture. So it's like
how we do interrelate. Actually.
It's crazy, when you come to think of it that form. You know what I mean? Because it's like now. Because I don't think it's even the bigger culture. I think it's big in terms of the language. I think it's like the main dish. Motrop in South Africa. It's the first language you have to know. Yeah, so that you can interact and what's so not. So yeah. But then before we close the
show.
No, besides the show, the conversation. Exactly. I think what I'm trying to figure out here is so when you're done, are you still jumping to the next pageant, or you want to take some time off to school and focusing on business? Is this what you really want, or it's part of I don't know, I can say finding yourself sort of journey? Yeah, exactly.
After the pageant, or do you want to multitask? Do you have the superpower to multitask everything?
I think after the pageant, it will be, it's gonna depend on the result of the pageant. Should I win, then I want to serve. Go back. Like I said, that I don't want my serving to be because I'm doing it for scores and all of that. So should I win, I want to still go back to my community to say that, look, you guys were supporting me and look how far we've came, and to also go back to inspire that one person that, you know, is thinking right now that, you know, I cannot do that, you know, like my younger self who thought I couldn't do this. So I think I want to go back to inspiring, to also give back to the community, and also to also teach other people about the diversity of our cultures. Yes, I think, yeah, that's what I want to do.
So basically, it's all about inspiring, empowering, encouraging, and uplifting,
Yes.
and that's the journey, you know, that comes after the pageant, whether you win or not, right?
Yes.
I think also she has sort of like a personal relationship with Kasi. I don't know, but I think throughout the conversation I heard you like there's more community. I think, yeah, you have this thing, a personal ne Kasi, you know, because you even made a fragrance whereby you want us as the people from the hood to be able to afford that. I mean, a lot of people, when they start businesses, it starts here, but then their target market, once they grow, yeah, it's no longer focusing on us, it's focusing on the next big people, all those places.
I'm starting to wonder what inspired.
Yeah, that's where I want to go.
You know that ability to want to give back.
And why to wake us? I mean, why not just target bonela bayabama 1000 frequency yakihlale nabo emasantini kube kanjalo? Like, why back to the community? Why it's always back to the community?
What they chosen this one?
I think, you know, it's, you know, the Bible says that we lack because we do not know. I believe that the reason I'm doing this is because I know. I've walked where Ivorians are walking right now. You know, I've went to schools like Ekasi, you know, so I know the struggle. I know what we have to face. You know, I know what, as a girl growing up in this community, what it means to grow up in Ivory Park. You know, so I think, why not do it here? Why should I go outside and do it there? You know, I think,
Charity
you know,
begins at home.
charity begins at home, exactly. Yeah, why should I go do it Langazi corner where I don't even know their story? You know, so I think doing it here.
Oh, it's part of like telling your story, actually.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Well, as much as we would love to have you on the show for the next 2 hours, we would love to come to our end of our conversation. But before, we would love to keep tabs of you, follow you on Instagram, social media, wherever you are available. So if you can just give out your social media handles and give shout out to few people that you love to give shout out to, and then we'll be able to come and close the show.
Okay, first of all, I want to give a shout out to Boston City College, because they are one of our sponsors. They will be sponsoring the winner with a 1-year bursary. So shout out to them. And also, if you want to follow me, please follow me on Instagram. I am Mila_Bila. Miriam Bila on Facebook, and on Twitter as well, Miriam Bila. On TikTok, Miriam Bila. And if you want to follow my journey, please follow Miss Heritage Global South Africa. Yes.
Wow. If you want to follow Matsatsa, you know, you can just follow on social media, just inbox. If you want to follow her, which you know, you can just do that. Mina, and thank you guys for tuning in into the show. We hope which you have learned 1, 2, 3 things, and you know, as we always say, follow me or follow you.
yeah.
Please subscribe. Tune in every weekend, hit the notification button, that like button, recommend it to a friend. Hey, I've got the best show in Kasi. This is the Talk with Obee, your Kasi favorite podcast. Really. Thank you, man, for coming to the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's always a pleasure.
I am honored.